For me, there's a simple rule in politics. Never ever be surprised by what happens in politics.
The face of truth is open. The eyes of truth are bright. The lips of truth are ever closed. The head of truth is upright. The breast of truth stands forward. The gaze of truth is straight. Truth has neither fear nor doubt. Truth has patience to wait. The words of truth are touching. The voice of truth is deep. The law of truth is simple. All you sow, you reap. The soul of truth is flaming. The heart of truth is warm. The mind of truth is clear and firm through rain and storm. Facts are only its shadow. Truth stands above all sin. Great be the battle of life. Truth in the end shall win. The image of truth is the cross. Wisdom's message is its rod. The sign of truth is Christ, and the soul of truth is God. Life of truth is eternal. Immortal is its past. Power of truth shall endure. Truth shall hold to the last.
I don't have to tell you things are bad. Everybody knows things are bad. It's a depression. Everybody's out of work or scared of losing their job. The dollar buys a nickel's worth. Banks are going bust. Shopkeepers keep a gun under the counter. Punks are running wild in the street, and there's nobody anywhere who seems to know what to do, and there's no end to it. We know the air is unfit to breathe, and our food is unfit to eat. We sit watching our TVs while some local newscaster tells us that today we had 15 homicides and 63 violent crimes, as if that's the way it's supposed to be. We know things are bad, worse than bad. They're crazy. It's like everything everywhere is going crazy, so we don't go out anymore. We sit in the house, and slowly the world we're living in is getting smaller, and all we say is, please, at least leave us alone in our living room. Let me have my toaster and my TV and my steel-belted radios, and I won't say anything. Just leave us alone. Well, I'm not going to leave you alone. I want you to get mad. I don't want you to protest. I don't want you to riot. I don't want you to write to your congressman because I wouldn't know what to tell you to write. I don't know what to do about the depression and the inflation. All I know is that first, you've got to get mad. You've got to say, I'm a human being. God, my life has value.
We want chances. We want chances. We want answers. We want answers. We want answers. We want answers. Answers. Answers! 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 Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
St. Lucians assembled outside the island's parliament and chanting, "We want answers," and also Labour must go. And this occurred just hours before the St. Lucia House of Assembly would have met so that the island's investment minister could have presented the CIP annual report for the period April 2022 to March of 2023. And they still have a report that is pending for the period 2023 to 2024, and the island's investments minister is presenting that report in the island's parliament as we speak. Hello everyone, welcome to another edition of the world's most monitored talk show, and that is NewsSpin on Power 97.9 FM. The broadcast is also on the NewsSpin Facebook page as well as the NewsSpin YouTube channel. My name is Timothy Poleon. We'll be together until 2 o'clock this afternoon with your calls in a bit at 452-2979. WhatsApp calls and messages 716-2026. That's 716-2026. And Amanda King will be going through some of your comments in the chat room. I have not gotten the opportunity to pay attention to the report that is being presented in the island's parliament by Dr. Ernest Tilley, primarily because there were some technical interruptions when he started. Number one, they started late, and later his presentation was interrupted because of some technical problems. and he's presenting this at this point in time, his report. So it's a little bit disjointed. But we had a report last evening, which was aired during the DBS News World by Lisa Joseph. And the DBS News World would have gotten a copy of that report, would have been perused, and therefore we had that report which was submitted and aired last evening on the broadcast. Let's listen and watch.
Investment Minister Dr. Ernest Siller will table the annual report of the Citizenship by Investment Unit, covering the period 1st April 2022 to 31st March 2023, with the year 2023-2024 still pending. The 2022-2023 report, a copy of which DBS Newsworld has perused, boasts of an impressive 85% increase in applications compared to the period 2021-2022. A total of 1,076 applications were received. However, only 544 were granted. Gross revenue also saw an increase for the year, totaling $60,633,316 EC dollars, in addition to $41,371,379 remitted to government under the National Economic Fund in the investment option, and $42,295,519 under the COVID-19 government bond option. The report says the majority of the applications to which decisions were rendered, that is, granted or denied, were processed through the National Economic Fund as the preferred investment option. Under the National Economic Fund, applicants pay a donation amount of $100,000 directly to the government. The established functions of the National Economic Fund are to advance loans for government-approved projects, to provide investment for government-approved capital projects, and to reduce government debt and purchase government bonds. However, of the 1,076 applications received, 69.8% of applicants chose to apply through the real estate option, while 22.2% chose the National Economic Fund and 8% opted for the COVID-19 government bond. In 2020-2021, the Economic Fund was the preferred option with 64% of the applications. The real estate option generated 20% of applications. But by 2021-2022, a remarkable increase of 184% in the number of applications received for investment in the St. Lucia Canals Resort by Caribbean Galaxy was noted. The report does not contain details about the account except that $52,842,000 have been deposited into the escrow account for the reporting period 1st April 2022 to 31st March 2023, with administrative fees paid by approved applicants totaling just under $20 million. Given that the annual report to be laid is an operational audit of the CIU, that's the CIP investment unit, there is heightened expectation that the minister's statement will provide insight into the program itself and answer some of the burning questions that have preoccupied discourse in the public domain. Questions like how many passports were allocated to the real estate project.
You ask me how many they give. I will not here tell you they got A, B, C, or D. I will not. I mean, these are private commercial information, and I don't think I can on my own just release it. Let me ask Galaxy if they have any issues with their commercial information being made public.
And Dr. Ernest Siller ending that report. Remember, he would have made that comment during a pre-cabinet press briefing just about a few weeks ago. Somebody just sent me part of the contributions being made by the investment minister, Dr. Ernest Siller. And in a bit, I should be able to play that clip for you so that you'll be able to determine and to hear him. I think you'll be repeating some figures with regard to the number of shares or passports that have been allocated to Caribbean Galaxy. So stand by for that. We should be able to share that information with you in just a moment. As a matter of fact, it is available right now.
In my address of June 12, 2024, I provided details of the number of applications received and approvals given, and indicated how many were real estate approvals for Galaxy. Mr. Speaker, I wish to provide an update on these figures. From 1st of August 2021 to 30th August 2024, we have granted 2,873 approvals, of which 1,970 or 69% were real estate for Galaxy. Let me repeat it, Mr. Speaker, because people will say how many, that 14,000 applications have been given and multiplied. From 1st of August 2021, a few days after we came into office, to 30th August 2024, we have granted 2,873 approvals. 2,873 approvals, of which 1,970 or 69% were real estate for Galaxy. So Galaxy has only received 1,970 approvals since we came into office. Contrary to what you have heard in publicized interviews and repeated by the member for Miku South and the UWP, St. Lucia has never approved 14,000 applications. I want to repeat, St. Lucia has never approved 14,000 applications, and there is no $1.4 billion. We have only approved over 1,970 real estate applications for Galaxy. I must also categorically state that contrary to what has been said, Galaxy has never collected $1.2 billion.
You heard it there from the island's investment minister, Dr. Ernest Hilaire, speaking in the island's parliament. So he says, contrary to what has been stated over the last few months about Galaxy having been granted some over 14,000 passports, they have only been granted, and that is for the real estate program, they have only been granted 2,873 approvals granted to them, and as a result, they have some 1,970 or 69% passports allocated through the real estate program. So you just heard there from the island's investment minister, Dr. Ernest Hilaire. We'll hear from you right now at 452-2979, 452-2979. WhatsApp calls and messages 716-2026, 716-2026. And of course, we'll be going through some of your comments in the chat room. Now, we have different methods that have been employed, and those certainly would be making provisions for a number of things. That is through the CIP program. You have an act that would necessitate the government providing annual reports with regard to the various functions. For example, the number of passports allocated through the various programs, the finances that have been accrued as a result of this, and so on. Where you have a lot of confusion coming in is in the instance where, for example, the government would delay, maybe through some certain inconveniences, certain impediments, certain speed bumps in the way, etc., in presenting those reports in a timely manner to in the island's parliament, so that both parliamentarians can be educated on this, could be informed, as well as you, members of the public, regarding certain decisions that are taken in your name. That is what is causing all the confusion, a lack of transparency. We have a WhatsApp call. Let's try to take that call right now at 716-2026. Once again, 716-2026. And you can also call 452-2979. That's 452-2979. We have a call. Good afternoon to you. You are on the air. 452-2979. That's 452. Hello, good afternoon to you, caller.
Hello, good
afternoon,
Tim.
Good afternoon to you, caller.
And good afternoon to your listeners. Tim, I just listened to I just listened. Can you just hold on one second? Let me turn down my radio.
You should have done that before, sir. That's what we've been...
Sorry.
Yeah. Yes, go ahead, please.
I didn't realize there was more than one device playing.
Okay, go ahead.
Tim, with reference to this clip that you just played of the Minister of Investment, where he announced or disclosed, revealed, whatever, that 1,970 applications were approved for Galaxy between August 1st, 2021 and August 30th, 2024.
Yeah.
Which during that period of time, real estate applications or passport citizenship, was sold at $300,000 and $200,000 because they changed the price. They passed legislation to reduce the price from $300,000 to $200,000 at the end of 2022. But let's just assume, Tim, that let's put all the citizenships at 200,000 and assume that each application, bearing in mind that each application can have multiple passports, let's assume that there's just one passport per application. That amounts to $394 million for Galaxy for that hotel. That is over $1 billion EC that they have collected for that hotel. And yet today, that project remains in less than 20% complete. The minister.
I think, caller, this project is earmarked to be completed in 2025.
Yeah, well, that's what he said. But they've collected all the money.
Yes.
Because actually, this project was the Prime Minister said that this project was a $400 million project, US. And from the figures that the minister just gave, they have collected $394 million US. And therefore, that project is fully satisfied. The minister had already made an announcement in June that they had sold their full complement. The problem is, from his box of illusions, the minister has not answered the question that everybody has been asking. The question is, how many citizenships or files were allocated to Galaxy? In other words, now that they have sold 1,970, are there any more that they were given to sell? And then he speaks about, he makes fun, there were never 11,000. But Tim...
He said there were never 14,000.
Yeah, never 14,000 applications, approved. The dispute has not been about how many applications were approved. The dispute was how many applications were allocated, and secondly, how many have been processed, how many were sold. You see, the processing amount, which was revealed in the document that was leaked from Polaris, the law firm, which shows 11,000 plus processed. You see, you may process an application, but you have yet to approve it. And of course, he's reporting up to 2023, March 31st, 2023. And he's a whole year plus is not included in that report. Although he then said, he clarified that this goes to the end of August. So the minister has not revealed anything here as per the questions that were being asked. What he has told us is that Galaxy has sold about almost $400 million worth of our passports, and they've got a project which is at a standstill. And we're still waiting to hear from him to let us know how many passports, files, whatever they want to call it, were allocated to Galaxy. Not how many have been approved, because many applications and less approval. So the minister has been very disingenuous. He's pulling out his box of illusions with deflections and not answering the question. And that's been very dishonest to the people of St. Lucia. Hence the reason why I had to call right away. Thank you very much, Steve.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much for your call. 452-2979. Once again, 452-2979. WhatsApp calls and messages, 716-2026. And that is 716-2026. And let's see if we have some of your messages via WhatsApp to go through. Somebody says that I think that if there was full transparency from the beginning, or CIP was concerned, under this administration, there wouldn't be any misinformation by anyone. But as I said earlier on, what is still pending is because the report is very much incomplete. What is pending is the annual report for the period of 2023 to 2024. Let's see there if we have a WhatsApp message to go through. Somebody says the approvals and passports are not the same. He needs to further break down and define the terms of approval. Is it one passport per approval or multiple passports per approval? Shaking my head. And I think we have another WhatsApp message. Tim, does each application equal to one passport? It can equal to as many as 3 or 4, depending on the size of the family. So if, for example, one individual has an application, that application can also cover his wife, let's say in the case of a husband, a wife, and maybe 2 children, or maybe more. We have another call. Good afternoon to you. This is NewsSpin, you're on the air.
Hey, good afternoon, Timothy. How are you doing?
I'm okay, sir. Good afternoon to you.
Timothy, you know, I'm sitting here trying to listen to the Minister of Tourism on NTN. And, I mean, there are a lot of things that presentation is so important for any intelligent person to sit and listen to. But NTN, it's breaking up. I can listen to the President of the United States uninterrupted. And I've checked with other people. How in this day and age you expect such an important presentation like that, and you cannot understand what he's saying because every 2 minutes the system freezes. It's really sad that after waiting to hear the minister, we have to go through this frustration. I call it real frustration because I want to digest clearly what he is saying. But every 2 minutes the system freezes up. I don't know if other people are experiencing that. But it's really annoying.
It is. It is annoying. It is annoying.
It is annoying.
It is.
I mean, in this day and age, man, come on. We can listen to Yasser Arafat back from the grave uninterrupted. And we have something like that. And NTN is doing that to us. I don't know who is to blame, Flo or somebody. But somebody have to tell us, why are you giving that to the people of St. Lucia? I'm sitting there wanting to hear what the man is saying, and a lot of things, it's like a leader of the opposition presentation. That's another thing. Instead of her coming and giving us the facts, from beginning to end, it's about the leader of the opposition. And the key points, I am really annoyed at this. This is not broadcasting. This is rubbish. Thank you, Tim.
Thank you so much for calling, sir. Yes, I agree with the caller. The quality is awful and it's irritating as well. 4522979, WhatsApp calls and messages 716-2026. Somebody says via WhatsApp, the CIP sounds like a legal bribe and quid pro quo. I'm certain St. Lucia can raise investments in other ways unless this is a way to fill pockets. And let me turn my attention now to you, Amanda King, and what's happening in the chat room.
Good afternoon, News Spinners. In the chat room, someone says, so if there are no discrepancies, why the reports were not presented yearly, not fooling me. Another comment, in a democratic society, we need fact checkers. Someone says, Minister Healy mentioned that just over 2,000 passports were sold through the CIP program since being in government. Another comment, so why is Healy the one in charge of CIP? It should have been Emma to handle that post. Someone says, didn't McLeod Emmanuel, the CEO, give different figures? Another comment in the chat room, someone says, that's what has been approved. How many applications are in? Another comment, why is it only now Healy is talking about the $1.2 billion? Something smells fishy. He had ample time to say otherwise. It's like he had to make up a bedtime story. Why this attitude and manner of presenting? Another comment, what did he say from 2022 Wait, he did say from 2022 to 2024. For 2 years, they have approved only over 2,000 applications. Mama, what he take us for? Another comment, so why didn't Ernest Hilaire convene a press conference to discuss this CIP issue? Why the House where he has immunity? And in the chat room, someone says, great observation, caller, there is still one financial year unaccounted for. Back to you, Tim.
Thank you so much for that update. Amanda King, let's take a call. Good afternoon to you. This is NewsSpin. You are on the air. Good afternoon to you, caller.
Timothy, pleasant good afternoon to you and your listeners all over the world. PW on the line, Timothy. Timothy, I had a chance to listen to Mr. Ernest Hilaire. But one thing that is missing, and that has to be on time. The 2023-2024 report. And if Mr. Ernest Hilaire is being interviewed by reporters, I would like, during his briefings, that he has Mr. Emmanuel at his side and members of the CIP at his side to answer questions to the solution public. The only person that comes and answer questions concerning CIP is Ernest Hilaire. That is unacceptable by the solution public. Not even Philip J. Pierre willing to answer questions when it comes to CIP. So if he wants solutions to believe in this report he has submitted, he needs to come with the people that are actually at the hem of the CIP program, the people that are in charge, together with him, together with reporters, to answer the essential questions and Lucians have been asking for the longest while. Ernest Hilaire is not the only person at CIP. Mr. Emmanuel needs to come. Why is Mr. Emmanuel not coming to be interviewed or ask questions before reporters? Why is only Ernest Hilaire? We need to have the 2023-2024, and it's confusing. You know, applications that have been approved. Applications that have been approved. How many passports do applications that have been approved? How many passports have been allocated to applications that have been approved? This is why we need Mr. Emmanuel and people at the CIP, together with Mr. Ernest Hilaire, to actually bring to us a press conference that we will understand what transpired at CIP during the 3 years of the Philip J. Pierre administration. Timothy, I thank you.
Thank you so much. Very subdued PW there this afternoon, but I think it is worth piggybacking on that point because we continue to hear from Dr. Ernest Hilaire regarding all matters pertaining to the Citizenship by Investment program. To a certain extent, we hear from the Prime Minister as well, but I don't know why we are not hearing from, for example, the chairman of the board of the CIP as well as the CEO of the unit. As far as St. Lucia is concerned, this is an anomaly because in the other territories, you hear from the CIP CEO over in St. Kitts and Nevis and the chairperson. The same happens in Grenada as well as Antigua and Barbuda. But in the case of St. Lucia, yes, we know that we have a CEO of the CIP unit, but I've never heard him speak on this important and controversial matter, which many people in this society have taken a deep interest in over the last few months. 4522979, WhatsApp calls and messages 716-2026, and that is 716-2026. And let's see what's happening in the chat room again, if Amanda King has another update.
Just a few comments, Tim. The quality is a reflection of the government. Someone said up to 4 passports per application times and 1,970 applications is 7,880 passports. Is this 67% of applications so far? We want clarity how many passports have been sold. Another comment, now you'll understand why UWP puts in the law that there is no statute of limitations for acts of corruptions. Another comment, someone says, the minister has not presented any reports. All the reports are still missing. He only gave us some figures. Since when a report has figures with no explanation? That's it for now, Tim.
Thank you so much for that update, Amanda King. No doubt we'll be getting some more from you during the course of our program. Somebody says that, Tim, there is a big stinking rat in this whole CIP affair. And the more Dr. Ile tries to explain, the worse the stench gets. We have another call. Good afternoon to you. This is NewsSpin. You're on the air. Hello. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Tim.
Yes, good afternoon to you, caller.
Yes, sir. Now that we are caught in the worldwide so-called conspiracy, we have now, with the passport issue, we realize that a scheme that is open for a lot of corruption. Okay, now we did that because we refused to utilize our resources properly, right? So in that case, then now we now need a comprehensive plan, which people have been asking for. They say, hey, nobody coming in for a new suggestion, so that's what we have to do. Okay, but then if we're going to have a complete, comprehensive plan, then that is the only way we can come out of that situation we are in there. If we don't have a comprehensive plan then now, and that plan, it's not somebody coming like Mr. Shapley coming there, little point and this point. That's at the tip of the iceberg, that passport issue there. We have lost sovereignty, and we have to gain it back, because if we keep on losing like that, we'll never be free or emancipated. Everything will go down the drain. Even the emancipation fight, even money's government distributed, given to the Rastafarian movement without watching why they're giving it, how they're giving it. That is the last set of people who came here to help us. The marijuana issue was supposed to bring in finances. Whoever is responsible and talking about involved in it, they should be held accountable too. Finance is finance. We are losing everything. And somebody needs to stand up.
Okay, caller. Thank you so much for your contribution. Let's see if we have another WhatsApp message to go through. I think we have a long one. Somebody says this is all such a disgrace. First of all, the reporting of CIP figures should be given to the Sanusian public respectfully and professionally in the House. Elected government ministers are talking loudly, and laughing like this is a joke. Secondly, Dr. Hilaire is speaking like he is vindicated and all of our questions are answered. They are not. The chairperson of the CIP should be making this report to the government and the Sanusian public simultaneously. Lastly, there needs to be full transparency. Without it, plenty bauble and opportunity for unclean hands to take advantage. I endorse this contribution, particularly the part about the report should have been presented to the Sanusian public, of course, in the Parliament of the island by the CEO of the CIP unit. Because for a politician to stand there, there'll be a lot of grandstanding. There'll be, as we normally say in St. Lucia, a lot of parole jeté, and reference will be made to political opponents. You have people in this country who are just concerned about and preoccupied with wanting to know the various, getting the responses, getting the answers to the various questions that have been asked over the last few months about this important matter, the sale of our passports. I don't think that many of those people would be interested in the politics, because the politics what it can do is just to further divide the people of this country, and can be used as a smokescreen, because instead of focusing on the figures, instead of focusing on the facts surrounding the citizenship by investment and also the sale of our passports, there'll be a tendency for then people who are fickle, people who are distracted, easily distracted at that, to just focus on things that have no impact, no bearing, no relevance to what we are speaking about at this point in time. And the reference being made to the blasé approach, and people are laughing and talking and so on. Well, you know, that is the nature of the politics in this country. And politicians are behaving that way very often is because they know that it will get acceptance among a certain section of the St. Lucian society. We seldom take anything seriously pertaining to the stewardship and the governance of St. Lucia. We'll continue if you have your calls and your WhatsApp messages in just a moment. We have a number of issues to discuss. Who knows, we might be introducing some new subject areas. But as we go along, you can have the opportunity to determine the direction of the program by you raising certain issues that are of pertinence to you. This is the most monitored talk show in the world, and that is NewsSpin.
It all started with a penny. For over 85 years, we have invested in our farmers, fishermen, people, and our country. When we were called to serve, we were here. We understand what is valuable to our people and our country. That is why we support all industries, including tourism. We are the bridge towards a brighter future and economic growth. When our people, government, and businesses called upon us, we were here. 85 years later, First National Bank St. Lucia Limited is here for you.
Lazarus's Funeral Home is here for you. Lazarus's Private Cemetery offers a peaceful resting place for your loved ones. With tranquil settings, visitation, and reflection, we believe in the compassionate care of all our departed loved ones. Lazarus's Private Cemetery, let us help you create a final resting place. Make it special. Make it Lazarus's Funeral Home, your friend in a time of need. Payment plans are available for tombs. Call us in Vidbuta at 452-7491 or in New Dock Road, VA4, 454-6555.
Lucilex Customer Service Office in Castries is now open for business, but we've moved. We're now located on Daisy Avenue in Sanssouci on the ground floor of the new Carrilag building. We're open weekdays from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Check out our online options first. But if you do need to come in to see us, we'll be pleased to serve you with new connections, bill queries, payments, and other service requests. Lucilex Sanssouci office, ground floor of the Carrilag building. New location, same great service.
St. Lucia, get ready for the ultimate flavor explosion at KFC. Introducing the new Bacon Milk Sandwich. That's right, the crispy, juicy KFC chicken you love, topped with melted cheese, crispy bacon, and your choice of mayo or barbecue sauce, all nestled in a soft sesame seed bun.
Let your taste buds ready, come and try KFC's new Bacon Milk Sandwich is great, no lie. Crispy chicken, bacon, cheese flavor certified with mayo or barbecue, anyone you must try. For just $25, get this combo deal. Fries and a drink, it's a steal. Head to KFC, cause you don't want to miss a Bacon Milk Sandwich, have it on your list.
Available at all KFC locations island-wide. WhatsApp 484-0400 or visit kfcslu.com for delivery and more.
For it and you got it. A quicker way to pay your bills online. It's fast, secure, and easy to use. No registration, no additional fees. Flow is now offering FastPay, an online service that allows you to settle your bills in less than 2 minutes. Need a receipt? FastPay will send it to your email immediately. Use FastPay now for convenience, safety, and efficiency at discoverflow.co/fastpay.
FastPay. 2 minutes and you're on your way. FastPay.
Flow is keeping you connected.
It is well known by all St. Lucian professional tradesmen and even homeowners that European-made tools are the best. Well, guess what? Europa Hardware is having a massive promotion on the Metabo brand of power tools. From impact drills to angle grinders, jigsaws to rotary hammers, sanders and hot air guns. All at unbeatable, jaw-dropping prices. Don't let your tools let you down. Come to Europa and stay standing with a proud in-the-hand tool from Metabo. Call us at 452-0763 or visit us in Massat Grosile. Europa, we service what we sell.
By popular demand, the promotion continues for one more week. The banks and finance houses will be on site at Beachcomber for just one more week to continue offering great loan deals on our already specially priced vehicles. The banks will be on site to assist you in purchasing your choice of vehicle for one more week from Monday, October 21st to Friday, October 25th. These special prices are only on vehicles in stock. Note, there is only a limited number of vehicles at these special prices, so do not delay visiting Beachcomber. Beachcomber, excellence in motion.
Ministre qui a une responsabilité pour santé qui a offert un service neuf en bas programme Universal Health Coverage là. Service ça là c'est pour femmes faire test pap smear pour aider à adresser problème cancer en matrice. Service nouveau pap smear ça là plus confortable et plus facile. Nous commander pour toute femme pour l'avantage service ça là et aller en wellness center en commune pour apprendre plus à sous sa clinique pap smear ça là qu'a fait. Ada une semaine seulement ou ka joindre résultat l'examen pap smear. Et si vous trouvez bagay pas normal, et ben là ni cancer, ou ka troper examiner encore du bon en semaine. La ka ni examination pour HPV 16 et HPV 18 qui ça en cause cancer en matrice. Si résultat test la pas normal, ou ka joindre un appointment vitement pour traitement. Et là, ou ka joindre plus information à sous maladie et guérison. Nous commandons toute femme pour prendre l'avantage service neuf sala pour adresser problème cancer. Et UHC, santé ou c'est l'antéwino. Pour plus d'informations, téléphonez 468 5300 et bien 468 5328.
Why travel abroad for an MRI scan when you can access world-class medical technology right here in St. Lucia? At La Clinique de Corps Diagnostic Center of Excellence, we bring cutting-edge technology to your doorstep with our state-of-the-art GE-accredited 1.5 Tesla MRI machine. Our advanced imaging services let you see the unseen, providing crystal-clear scans that deliver unmatched accuracy for a comprehensive look at your health. Save time, save money, prioritize your health. No more costly trips overseas. Get the highest quality MRI scans locally and take control of your health with the option of a second opinion. You deserve that peace of mind. Our skilled specialists are here to guide you every step of the way, whether it's nerve disorders, chronic headaches, spinal injury, or stroke recovery. We offer expert consultation and personalized care all under one roof. And don't miss out on our special discounts. Ask about our reduced rates on MRIs, ultrasounds, and consultations at our convenient locations in Castries and Cocoville, Rodney Bay. Book your appointment today. Call La Clinique de Corps at 451-6559 and experience imaging excellence without leaving the island. Your health deserves the best. Let us help you see it.
Attention homeowners, are you ready to transform your space this holiday season? Don't miss out on the Tile Gallery Incredible Jingle Tile Sale, happening now through October 31st. For a limited time, save up to 50% off on a stunning selection of tiles only at the Tile Gallery. Whether you're upgrading your kitchen, bathroom, or outdoor, we have the perfect style for you. But hurry, this offer won't last long. Visit us today and elevate your home with beautiful tiles at unbeatable prices at the Jingle Tile Sale. The Tile Gallery is located at MNC Home Depot and Sunbury.
Bonjour, c'est Lucie. Non, moi c'est Eric et moi sorti Taiwan.
Announcing the 17th Annual St. Lucia Taiwan Partnership Trade Show from November 1st to the 3rd.
Moi ka invité où?
Come see the creativity of 65 entrepreneurs from St. Lucia.
Et c'est 65 business.
From Taiwan, 14 businesses that will show the latest tech products and other innovations from Taiwan. free shuttle service from Baywalk Shopping Mall and back.
Ou se ou ye? Pa bay black.
Yes, free shuttle service. And as usual, there will be lots of fun and entertainment. On Saturday, it's carefree karaoke. And Sunday, a fashion show with Rafferty Inc. and live music from the Impulse Band.
Nouve, dise pour sete tous les jours.
It's the 17th annual St. Lucia Taiwan Partnership Trade Show, November 1st to the 3rd at the Pavilion on Rodney Bay.
Dis-moi d'où.
10 a.m. to 7 p.m. daily.
Vini pour nous causer.
At Caribbean Pastors Limited, we offer high-quality products from Martinique, and our ready mix is made with casting sand, not regular pumice. Compared to regular pumice, casting sand saves you in your cement use. At Caribbean Pastors Limited, our materials come from porcelain stones, which is used as an additive in creating cement. Caribbean Pastors Limited is located in Bexar, behind Essential Hardware. Give us a call at 489-0074. We're open Monday to Saturday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Sundays 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Caribbean Pastors Limited. Quality construction, our priority.
It's back! The biggest and most exciting football tournament returns. Blackheart 2024. Friday, October 25th to November 16th. 16 teams, 3 venues, unlimited superific action. On Friday, October 25th, opening night in Sulphur City Super. Blackheart Aquayol. Shune Creole Weekend. Look, something to talk about. Super Mini Stadium is the place to be. The home of the defending champions. Then on November 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, Grosselet comes alive for the new and improved Grosselet Mini Stadium. The action concludes with the grand finals on November 16th. Follow your team and join the excitement. Blackheart Football, the People's Tournament. Nothing better, nothing bigger, nothing sweeter. Who will be crowned 2024 champions? Remember to shoot goals, not bullets.
Thank you so much for staying with the most monitored talk show in the world, and that is NewsSpin. Let me turn my attention now to Amanda King and what is happening in the chat room, Amanda.
In the comments, someone said one named Lisa Joseph is the reason why there won't be a press conference. Another comment: the same man is the main actor in the corruption. The same man that is the main actor in the corruption is the same man answering the questions. Someone says BMAX monies have cleared, so how many passports did they receive? I need a breakdown.
And let me just stress that the people are concerned and confused with this reference being made to applications. If somebody has an application, that means that they can get other passports, they can get a number of passports for their dependents. That will include maybe their children, their wife, or maybe they have an in-law who is a senior citizen. So that's what it means when they're talking about applications are granted. One application certainly can result in at least somebody getting at least within their household, within the family, within the circle, at least 3, 4, maybe more passports. Let's continue with some of the comments.
Someone says, caller Philip J. Pierre is the Prime Minister of I don't know, and that's not your business. The only thing Philip J. Pierre knows is the people that are behind the criminal activities taking place in St. Lucia, and he knows so much that he said he has already told the police what he knows. Another comment: can't trust any information coming from this government or any of its officials. Another comment: Hiller will be on the evening news saying how he was vindicated. In the comments, someone says that's why Labour wants to do away with the opposition, because they are too smart for them detecting their tricks.
Okay, we have a call via WhatsApp. Good afternoon. This is NewsSpin. Good afternoon to you. You are on the air.
Hi, good afternoon, Tim. How are you doing today?
Hi, good afternoon to you, Mr. Fede.
Yes. Tim, I watched the Minister of CIP, Hilaire, today, and was, again, very, very confused and disappointed that the minister continues to choose very safe spaces to make pronouncements about the CIP. With all of the scandal, all of the unanswered questions that surround the CIP program, the minister needs to allow media houses like yourself, independent media, Rick Wayne, to interview him, to interrogate him, to bring out all the answers, and to ask the pertinent questions relating to our CIP. So when I heard that the minister was going to make a statement in the House, I thought that there was going to be debate allowed. But I think it's important for the people of St. Lucia to be clarified that no debate, no response could have been given to the statement made by the minister today. So this was a plan.
So let me ask you, as a parliamentarian, Mr. Fede,
yes.
Can there be a situation where, for example, the Speaker of the House could have allowed debate to take place on this?
No, because the minister chose, under the heading of the order paper, minister's statement. The order paper, minister's statements. So in a minister's statement, it is not put to be debated, but it shouldn't be for political reasons either, as the minister have flagrantly abused this tradition of minister statements. Usually it is to make pronouncements on a ministry that a minister presides over. But unlike a motion or unlike a resolution, those instruments within the parliament, they allow for debate. So the minister could have brought a resolution to parliament pertaining to the CIP program. All of these backhanded laws that he has gone in and without coming to parliament, these amendments that they have made at the department level could have been coming to parliament so that there is sufficient debate and scrutiny. So being upset with the leader of the opposition is very egregious, is very unacceptable, that the minister would find that the leader of the opposition would have a myriad of questions. In fact, I must tell you, Tim, that the speaker was dangerously biased today. He continues to be. We're not surprised by anything that Claudius Francis does, but dangerously biased. In that the leader of the opposition, when he was making the statement, in the true tradition of Westminster parliaments, there was a bit of cross-talking. And he actually came down vehemently on the leader of the opposition. But when the speaker or the person presenting the minister's statement, which was the Minister for CIP, Ernest Hilaire, when he was speaking directly to Alan Chasney, the leader of the opposition, that's also against the rules. So if the speaker is going to maintain the rules, he's got to do it for both sides. But let's get away from that. The crux of the matter is this, Tim. Why I was disappointed and why, today the parliament resembled the market steps. It was just like a meeting on the market steps. It was like Ernest Hilaire carrying on as though he was, a lay supporter of the Labour Party. There was no parliamentary decorum nor class to his presentation. But there wasn't any facts to it either. And there was a huge amount of spin, amount of ambiguity in the statements that he made. So he said to us today that there were 2,800 passports.
2,873 approvals.
Now, Tim, again, the minister using jargons to confuse the people of St. Lucia. What the minister is supposed to tell us, that We met under the Alan Chasney regime a contract which allowed Galaxy to sell as many as 700 files. Are you with me?
Was it over
That
800?
was the contract.
Exactly. Wasn't it over 800?
No. 800 in total CIP because
Mhm.
there were other people who made donations.
Right.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But just on the Galaxy project, the Alan Chasney regime
Mhm.
agreed to 700 files, okay, which represented 60% of the cost of the project.
And when you're talking about files, Mr.
I'm talking
Senator,
about
you're talking about
Timothy
the
Poleon.
possibility of each file, let's say somebody having a wife and the children, family, etc.
Correct.
Right.
Correct. You're bang on. So that represented 60% of the project costs. The project cost was then 350 million. Okay. Now, Galaxy was supposed to have raised another 40% of the project with their own money. So we didn't say let's sell out totally the passports of the people of St. Lucia, because the United Workers' Party believed that any investor coming to St. Lucia should first of all put some skin in the game and should bring some level of money. We don't subscribe to the view, Tim, that a foreigner can come and just use our passports flagrantly to build a hotel and end up with a free hotel on the back of our passports. So we said to Galaxy, this has to represent a partnership, a true partnership between you and the people of St. Lucia. Are you with me so far?
Mhm. Yes, I am.
Yeah?
Mhm.
Now, it baffles me that the minister says today, now remember we were at 700, how come we are now at 2,800 applications? That is 4 times more that the United Workers' Party previously approved. Those details didn't come through in the House today because the minister, he continues to duck from the very pertinent questions relating to the CIP. And up to now, he has not said whether the government has allocated 6,000 passports or not. But he is only focusing, Tim, on how many files have been approved. Are you with me?
Yes, and he also denied 14,000, having issued 14,000 passports.
No. Tim, here is what he did. Okay, Timothy Polio comes to St. Lucia from China and wants to develop a hotel. The first thing that will happen, Tim, is that you will sign a contract with the government. Okay? In that contract, it will say Timothy Polio will build a hotel at X cost. Then the government will say, Timothy Polio, you can sell these many thousand or 100 files. How many did the government agree to? Don't talk about approvals, because there are applications, Tim, that are still being processed for Galaxy. So the 2,800 that he referenced in the parliament does not represent the total number of files that are in this deal with Galaxy. This is a sweetheart deal of the century. And when the full details of this deal is revealed, the entire government of the St. Lucia Labour Party will have to resign. Because, Tim, the people of St. Lucia will recognize what an egregious and untenable contract that they have signed. They have sold out the people of St. Lucia. And that is what they are running away from. So you have to be careful with the jargons. When you say they have not approved 14,000, it doesn't mean that they haven't agreed to 14,000. Because, Tim, I can tell you, I've spoken to lawyers and members of the CIP board, and if they get me vexed, I'm going to reveal evidence of conversations we've had where they have admitted that so far they have approved 11,000 so far applications, 11,000 to date. So the minister yes, is misrepresenting the truth to the people of St. Lucia. He's using the safe space of Parliament to not take questions from the media, to not debate. I mean, what are you afraid of? There are 15 of you, right? And the only guy that is likely to mount a very long debate will be the leader of the opposition. I'm not taking anything away from Bradley. He's my worthy colleague. Yeah? But the leader of the opposition is our chief spokesman on those issues. And so 15 guys are afraid to stand up against 2 men. Why don't you open it for a debate? Why don't you allow different views to contend? Why don't you allow a debate that will then create the questions to come to the fore? You know why? Because you've got a lot to hide.
So
and
what do you
the grand cover-up?
What do you anticipate? What do you anticipate to come out of the others report that is overdue, and that is the report for 2023-2024?
Tim, that's another story by itself. The minister simply broke the law. When we speak about these deadlines, the CIP Act is very clear. On a financial year, the minister ought to lay in Parliament these reports. The board must report 3 months after each financial year, which would mean the board needs to report by June, and the minister needs to lay those reports 3 months after receiving it from the board, which is by
September,
by October.
Mm-hmm.
So the minister has missed the deadline for the report, which was outstanding from 2022 to 2023. Okay? And there's no talk of the report from 2023 to 2024, which ends the 31st of March. Yeah? So the second report is already due. So until we see those reports, Tim, I am not going to believe anything that Philip J. Pierre, Richard Frederick, or Ernest Hilaire says. I mean, which right-minded person listening to your broadcast today would believe anything any one of those guys say about the CIP? It's all hogwash, Tim.
But
it's
and the senator and the auditors professionals, and they have a lot to lose if whatever information that they provide to the minister or the CIP board, that information is not legit. I am sure that will put them into disrepute and question the level of professionalism.
So it depends on the mandate that the auditors are giving. A report can take on different levels, different scope of work. And so the auditors would not be responsible for scopes of works that are outside of the terms of reference presented to them by their client. Are you with me?
Mm-hmm.
So I would like to see, Tim, and what the minister failed to do. How much money is in the escrow account? What is the cost of the construction done by Galaxy on the project site? Are you with me? And does the drawdown so far from the escrow account, the amount of money is taken from the escrow account, does that reconcile? Does it, I mean, in a layman term, does it balance off with what is existing or what has been taken from the escrow account? Those are important questions, but he never went there. He said today that there was an increase in construction costs. Again, cost overruns, typical Labour Party lines. You know, when they want to hide money, Tim, that's what they do, right? Cost overruns, increased construction costs. So when you look at the government, they don't behave as if they are working in the interest of the country and the people of St. Lucia's money. Everything that they have done so, Tim, in an effort and with a tone that seems to protect Galaxy. And this is what makes this whole saga so egregious, because the government have colluded with the developer. And I mean, I would find it very strange, Tim, that a company that has operated in St. Kitts and has got a lot of unanswered questions pertaining to its operations has done everything perfectly. I would find that extremely strange, and it would take Jesus Christ to convince me. Okay? And the very lax nature by which this government has dealt with the CIP scandal does not give me any more confidence. Because, Tim, the government resembles Galaxy. Galaxy and the government are one and the same. And this is what it is. The government has not sat back and said, we are the regulators, we're going to be stiff on this. I mean, the minister today, take for example, by admitting 2,800 passports, applications, he has just admitted that they have sold $560 million worth, minimum. Okay, because the legal price for the real estate is $200,000. So by admitting that there are over 2,800 plus, suggesting that Galaxy has collected minimum 560 million. Now that doesn't correspond with the amount the Prime Minister said in his last budget speech that the project cost. He said the project would have cost $1 billion EC dollars, which is at most 400 million US. And Galaxy has already picked up 560 million and counting. Are you following me, Tim?
Yes, I am. Mm-hmm.
Where is the extra 160 million going? And what is that for? This is how nonsensical this is. This is how those guys have allowed this foreign company to rape St. Lucia, to rape our treasury, to hemorrhage and bleed the monies that have been derived from our CIP program. So there are a lot of questions, Tim, that if the minister really wants to be transparent, say to him, stop hiding in very safe spaces to do interviews. I mean, Richard Frederick's show is no place to go to convince the rest of St. Lucia that don't support the Labour Party that you are telling the truth about CIP. Invite him to come on NewsSpin. Allow the callers to question him. Allow people who don't support the St. Lucia Labour Party to raise the questions that he may have, that may arise.
All right, so thank you so much for speaking with us on this afternoon's NewsSpin program. We just heard there from opposition senator and second deputy political leader of the UWP, Mr. Dominic Fede. This is the most monitored talk show in the world. That's NewsSpin. Still to come. More of your calls, your WhatsApp messages, and of course, we'll be going through some of your discussions in the chat room.
There is only one option when they arrive. Our services will make the dead look alive. With Bouteille and Beaufort accessibility. Remember, we have the only private cemetery. No one can match our prices from coffins to corsage. Personalized service you get when Lazarus take charge. Quality service, no package to make your wallet bleed. Lazarus is your true friend in your time of need.
Lucilex remote options are available to serve you every weekday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Call or send a WhatsApp message to 285-6796, 285-7859, 285-3593, 285-3329, or 285-8640. Or send an email to customersupport@lucilec.com for assistance. Lucilec encourages you to use the available options for doing business with us remotely.
It all started with a penny. For over 85 years, we have invested in our farmers, fishermen, people, and our country. When we were called to serve, we were here. We understand what is valuable to our people and our country. That is why we support all industries, including tourism. We are the bridge towards a brighter future and economic growth. When our people, government, and businesses called upon us, we were here. 85 years later, First National Bank St. Lucia Limited is here for you.
Here's a fun fact. In just 29 seconds, you can say goodbye to paper bills forever. Seriously, in 29 seconds. That's less time than this ad. Head over to discoverflow.co or visit us in-store and update your contact information now. By October 1st, your bills will be digital, easy to access, secure, and hassle-free. So what are you waiting for? This ad still has 2 seconds left, and you could have already gone paperless.
St. Lucia, get ready for the ultimate flavor explosion at KFC. Introducing the new bacon milk sandwich. That's right, the crispy, juicy KFC chicken you love, topped with melted cheese, crispy bacon, and your choice of mayo or barbecue sauce, all nestled in a soft sesame seed bun.
Your taste buds ready, come and try. KFC's new bacon milk sandwich is great, no lie. Crispy chicken, bacon, cheese flavor certified with mayo or barbecue, anyone you must try. For just $25, get this combo deal. Fries and a drink, it's a steal. Head to KFC, cause you don't wanna miss a bacon melt sandwich, have it on your list.
Available at all KFC locations island-wide. WhatsApp 484-0400 or visit kfcslu.com for delivery and more.
The Sufre Regional Development Foundation and Black Hat Promotions invites you to the biggest celebration for Creole Heritage Month this Journée Creole weekend. On Friday, October 25th, the Sufre Mini Stadium comes alive for the start of the 2024 Black Hat football season. Black Hat Creole. Opening night, 7 p.m. Rally your crew and join the action. Then on Sunday, October 27th, the defending champions, the home team Sufre, begins their title defense in the search for glory. Journée Creole Sunday. We feature it live from Dominica, the Caribbean's hottest sensation, Quan and Little Boy. Black Hat Creole Sunday, October 27th. The Sufre Mini Stadium is the place to be. Admission only $20. Come enjoy amazing Creole foods, exciting football action, and bouillon in the Souf. This Journée Creole weekend, Sufre, we're coming.
By popular demand, the promotion continues for one more week. The banks and finance houses will be on site at Beachcomber for just one more week to continue offering great loan deals on our already specially priced vehicles. The banks will be on site to assist you in purchasing your choice of vehicle for one more week from Monday, October 21st to Friday, October 25th. These special prices are only on vehicles in stock. Note, there is only a limited number of vehicles at these special prices, so do not delay visiting Beachcomber. Beachcomber, excellence in motion.
Ouais, messieurs, aujourd'hui, moi la KSP plein bon glow. C'est un pani pressure. Moi ni tank, moi ni glow, mais money pressure. Ou savez ça moi besoin? A pomme. Ça c'est bêtise. Moi ka aller ko Europa. Yo ni toute pomme pour toute condition. Qui pour kay, qui pour business. Yo ni pli mer pour pomme cette ici. Yo ka ranger pomme aussi qui besoin service. Prendre pomme yo c'est Léo. Pomme ça c'est major. I bon tout bonnement. Tant si ten moi actuellement. Glo ka fante. Europa ni pomme glo Léo ada pour les nerfs, orange et gris. Visitez Europa ambassade Gozile. Les mots au téléphone 452 0763.
Government of St. Lucia, through the Ministry of Health, Wellness, and Elderly Affairs, continues to provide more for pregnant women in St. Lucia. Through maternal and child health services under universal health coverage, pregnant women will receive laboratory and ultrasound services through community wellness centers island-wide at no cost. From care during and after pregnancy, vaccinations, family planning to nutritional and mental health counseling, we are here to support you. Take advantage of our weekly services at no cost. And from 1st June 2023, the addition of laboratory and ultrasound services will ease the pressure to aid healthier and safer delivery for you and your baby. Visit your nearest wellness center to register for universal health coverage. For more information, call 468-5300 or 468-5328.
Why travel abroad for an MRI scan when you can access world-class medical technology right here in St. Lucia? At La Clinique de Cours Diagnostic Center of Excellence, we bring cutting-edge technology to your doorstep with our state-of-the-art GE-accredited 1.5 Tesla MRI machine. Our advanced imaging services let you see the unseen, providing crystal clear scans that deliver unmatched accuracy for a comprehensive look at your health. Save time, save money, prioritize your health. No more costly trips overseas. Get the highest quality MRI scans locally and take control of your health with the option of a second opinion. You deserve that peace of mind. Our skilled specialists are here to guide you every step of the way. Whether it's nerve disorders, chronic headaches, spinal injury, or stroke recovery, we offer expert consultation and personalized care all under one roof. And don't miss out on our special discount at our convenient locations in Castries and Cocoville, Rodney Bay. Book your appointment today. Call La Clinique de Cours at 451-6559 and experience imaging excellence without leaving the island. Your health deserves the best. Let us help you see it.
To have a strong structure, you must have a strong foundation. And at Caribbean Pastors Limited, we offer top quality aggregate materials at great prices. We supply high quality ready mix, cast in sand and plaster in sand. We also take special requests for specific materials that you may require for your building projects. Caribbean Pastors Limited is located in Bexon behind Essential Hardware. Give us a call at 489-0074. We're open from Monday to Saturday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Sundays, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Caribbean Pastors Limited. Quality construction, our priority.
Need more days of savings? MNC Home Depot and Sunbelt Super Saturday of Savings has just been extended to Sunday. Take advantage of amazing deals. This weekend, MNC Home Depot and Sunbelt are offering you amazing discounts on selected items. MNC Home Depot and Sunbelt Super Saturday of Savings has been extended to Sunday. Don't miss out on the incredible discounts and deals. See in-store, Facebook, or www.mnchomedepot.com for more details. Terms and conditions may apply. Better value for better home.
WhatsApp message, Tim, I don't want my dead to look alive. I want them alive. That's what Dr. Ernest Hiller is doing, making his dead look alive. Very confusing. Another WhatsApp message, somebody says there, why is RF insisting on bashing the president of the Medical and Dental Association? Say, our healthcare is in trouble. Why can't he understand that? And one more WhatsApp message. If you cut the grass on the roadsides, leave it on the ground, collect some of the garbage, put it in bags, leave them for weeks on end at the side of the road, have you cleaned the place? Is the community clean? This is our community. And one more WhatsApp message. It reads, the reconstruction of the St. Jude Hospital was suspended for years by the UWP and SLP at great cost to the nation and personal suffering by the people of the South. As a professional accountant, I respectfully suggest that we suspend the Galaxy project and request an independent report, in addition to the audit as is required under law, on the project from inception under the UWP to date under the SLP. So once again, the person is saying, as a professional accountant, I respectfully suggest that we suspend the Galaxy project and request an independent report in addition to the audit as is required under the law on the project from inception under the UWP to date under the SLP. Let me turn my attention to Amanda King and the chat room. What's happening there, Amanda?
Someone says Healer should not be allowed to come within 100 yards of banks and passport offices. Another comment, tell RF don't look at the amount of persons that was outside the house with Prime Minister Allen. Mind the corruption that's going on in your government. That's what we want. One person could demonstrate, so keep quiet. Another comment, Ernest Healer should just not speak today because he's not doing anything good for the club of corruption. SLP must and will go. Another comment, day by day he's proving that there's a scandal and corruption when it comes to the CIP situation. The rope is shortening. Someone says, here we go again. He changed the comptroller and the Rover case was dropped. Never heard, and then came out beating his chest that he was vindicated. In response to this, someone said, just imagine having a man you gave a job walking into a courthouse with you as your witness and your evidence plus the Prime Minister of the country. What more do you want from the judge witnessing this? Another comment, is there no limit on the number of passports included per file? Someone says, that's all they do to hide their dishonesty and try to trouble our minds by going against the rules of the house and making lots of noise to distract. Another comment, I want to see something in writing, not just from Hile's mouth. Another comment, I anticipate that they will call elections before they make that report public, team. Someone says in the chat room, it should be the law that the minister is fined for not producing the report on time. Someone says, Fede, you know what you're saying. Auditors only report on what is presented before them.
Okay, I have a WhatsApp message. Your present government is putting at risk St. Lucia's right to enter the UK without a visa. The secrecy over the number of passports sold to foreigners present a risk of terrorists entering the UK. The crime in St. Lucia is worrying enough without what looks like deception and corruption. I'm British and I have no axe to grind. Another WhatsApp message. Hi Tim, why does Mr. Fede mean? What does Mr. Fede mean when he says they better not get him mad? He should tell us what he knows. I've been told by some members of the CIP. And let's see if we have another WhatsApp message. Somebody says there via WhatsApp. Tim, does the government really know who they are selling our passports to? Do you have any more comments to go through?
Yes, continuing from left off, someone said, we, the people of St. Lucia, must protest and demand answers and accountability from this SLP government. Too much talking and physical actions. We will have to take to the streets like our neighbor Martinique. Another comment, I need everyone with the information to stop saying, don't let me speak or withhold it. Let us know what you know. RWAC, etc. We are at our worst in this country and we're getting worse with each passing day. Someone said, so Tim, you're telling me the halls of justice cost more than the hotel? And that's it from me, Tim.
All right, thank you so much. Let's see there. The SLP government claims they are for the Mali way. Well, Mr. Prime Minister, the Mali way needs necessity at the hospital. What you can't find in the hospital, you can't get it from multiple stores on the island. 2.5% on the back of St. Lucians and still want them to buy the medicine from the store and nothing in the hospital. That's not a government for the poor. I think we have a voice note to share with you. Somebody is complaining about a situation at the OKEU hospital.
Timothy, good afternoon. Just a quick note. I want to send a message out to the management at OKEU hospital. I was just there a while ago to collect a death certificate for my mom. And right at the entrance of the hospital where the sliding doors are, there's a mat, a grey mat right there that has airs on it. And so many people tripped or missed falls on the airs of that mat. It's ridiculous. Even a lady for baby, I was walking out, with a nurse. The child was on an IV and everything and they were assisting. The lady missed a fall on that mat. A simple thing with airs, just get some damn duct tape and duct tape the mat to the ground. A simple thing like that. So management of OKEU, please get that mat fixed. You all might get somebody to sue you all for a simple solution like that, simple thing. Jesus Christ.
I'd like to share that voice note with you, so hope the management of the OKEU heard the complaint coming from this individual. 452-2979, 452-2979, WhatsApp calls and messages, 716-2026. We have a call on the landline. Good afternoon. NewsSpin, you're on the air.
Hi, Tim. Good afternoon.
Hi, ma'am. Good afternoon to you.
Hi, good afternoon, Amanda.
Good afternoon to your caller.
Hi, team. I don't know why people are so disappointed with what Mr. Hiller had to say today. I didn't expect anything, different. So I actually am not disappointed because I really didn't expect to hear anything, concrete on what he had to say. Team, something else. I'm going a little bit way off the topics people are discussing today. KFC is advertising every day on your program. These foods are not healthy foods. Why don't the government or the Ministry of Health come out with an ad to advise people to eat healthy food, eat local foods? Because all what KFC is offering, Tim, they are processed food.
Now you cannot speak. You cannot speak against my advertiser, caller.
No, Tim. I'm not speaking.
What I'm saying is a personal decision that people have to make, whether they want to eat stuff, purchase those items, or whether they want to quote unquote eat healthily. Now, when you purchase those items, I think it's if you purchase it in moderation, it's not too bad, if you do it in moderation, and nothing should be abused or overused anyway. But continue.
Everything should be balanced, but what I'm saying, Tim, there is no balance. There is only the KFC ad every day. There is nothing to balance it. So you're only hearing KFC, and nothing from the Ministry of Health to say, okay, well, yes, you can have your KFC, but also you have other options, or you have healthier options. So what I'm saying is that it needs to be balanced. Our people need to know, Tim, that there are healthier options, and we have so many chronic illnesses, so all of that. I'm not saying it's not good. I'm not saying that you should not have it every now and then, like you said. But people are being bombarded with the ad. Sorry, Tim, I'm not trying to, take away your ad from you. But I think, like I said, government should come up with something. When KFC come up with the ad, they should have something to say, okay, there is another option. This is also what you should eat. That's my take. Tim, something else briefly. My mom is over 80 years old. About a month ago, my mom went to VH. And she was made to pay. So my question is, exactly what is the government offering the 80 plus? Is it only medication, or are they also supposed to be getting like the bills and stuff paid at the hospital? Like the $20, the X-rays, whatever blood tests they have to do. I would like to know because I am totally confused. I don't know. I have the receipts with me. My mom is over 80.
Mm-hmm. Well, unfortunately, personnel from the Ministry of Health do not appear on this broadcast, but I don't know, how you could get that kind of information from the Ministry of Health.
Yeah, but they need to clarify. And I've heard so many other persons complain about the same thing. And they advertise if you're over 80, then everything is free. But that is a lie, Tim. That is not true. So somebody from the Ministry of Health or from the board of directors from the hospital needs to come and clarify exactly what is being offered to the 80 plus. And I'm giving the government some advice. I think what they should offer to the 80 plus, along with like free medical and free tests and all of that, they should give them hearing aids. That's what they need, hearing aids. They need dentures, they need glasses. These are the things that they should add to that package to make it free for the persons 80 and over.
Okay, thank you so much. You're calling from a very windy area, and that's affecting the quality of the broadcast. Thank you so much for your contribution. 452-2979. WhatsApp calls and messages 716-2026. Let's take another call. Good afternoon to you. You are on the air.
Good afternoon, Timothy.
Yes, good afternoon to you, caller.
Timothy, I'm going to try to be very brief because I know time is of the essence.
Is that Nancy Giles?
Yes, it is.
Okay, go ahead.
Timothy, I just have a few questions to ask you. If you can answer, you give me the answer. If you can't, you tell me you don't know. And I am asking you these questions on the premise that you listened, maybe in its entirety, to the minister's statement?
No, unfortunately,
Is that a good assumption?
no, I could not because
Okay,
don't forget you had a lot of interruptions, and also at the same time I was preparing for my broadcast, and there was a time when they had to take a long break to remedy the technical issues they were having. But I suspect you have the answers to those questions that you want to ask me.
No, I don't. And that's why I'm asking you, because Lisa was proceeding to ask the minister a few questions with reference to Galaxy, and he stopped her by saying that he's going to have a statement in Parliament on Thursday, and he asked her, can I please ask you to wait on Thursday? And so I have to assume that everybody in St. Lucia has been waiting on Tuesday, to hear a response to those questions. So let me ask you first question. How many files, or because it's confusing to everybody when they say files and applications, etc. How much money was approved for Galaxy for the project? Do you know how much money was approved?
Wasn't it over $300 million?
That was during our time. But the minister indicated in his June address to the nation, because of COVID, time factors, cost issues, the price of the project was increased too, but nobody knows how much it was increased to. So I was hoping I would have heard the answer, how much or what was the amount that, was approved for the project. How much is the hotel going to cost? Is it 200 million, 500 million, 1 billion? I wanted to know that, but you don't either. How much money has Galaxy collected to date vis-a-vis this hotel project? Do you know?
I don't have that information, ma'am.
Okay. How much money has Galaxy spent to date on the hotel project?
I don't have it.
How much money is left? I am assuming whatever, because based on the minister's statement, whatever money that is collected and has been placed into the escrow account, which he said belongs to Galaxy, which is for another show. But if it is there, then they have drawn down on that money to build whatever it is that they have constructed there. Do you know how much money is left in that account?
No, I don't have that information.
And then my final question to you is, if we deduct the cost of the project, which we do not know, which you said to me you don't know, but if the project is going to cost X amount of money, and you deduct the amount of money that Galaxy has collected to date, and you deduct that from the cost of the project, how much money remains or goes to Galaxy as, I don't know, the finder's fee, whatever. So let's say the project costs $100 million. Galaxy has collected $200 million. If they spend $100 million, then there's an extra $100 million that is just there. And according to the minister, it belongs to Galaxy. Do we know how much money is over? What is the overage, the over amount? Do you know that?
Not privy to that information.
Then the infrastructure, the housing project. Do you know how much money, what is the cost of the housing project?
No, it has not been disclosed, but you know that. You know that, ma'am.
Okay. Do you know how much money BMAX has been authorized to raise towards that project, the housing project?
The same answer. You know the response.
And do we know how
because
much money has been raised?
Okay,
today?
let's just make it easy for you. Those things have not been disclosed, ma'am.
And I am saying, Timothy, these are the questions that Lisa has been asking, United Workers Party has been asking, citizens has been asking. I listened to an accountant who sent you a message, who's asking for an audit. Ordinary St. Lucians have. These are the questions that we've been asking Mr. Ernest Ile over the last few months. And these are the questions that we were hoping that he would have answered. But I am going to say to St. Lucia, I'm going to listen to the tape again, because this was another typical Alan Chasney, leader of the opposition. That's all I heard. Alan Chasney, leader of the opposition, former UWP government. That's what the statement was about. Not about answering the questions that people have been asking, not about transparency, but about allegations, accusations, DSH, range, and everything else trying to distract St. Lucians from it. That is what I want to leave with you on your callers today.
Okay,
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Let's see there. I think we could take a final call via WhatsApp at 716-2026. And let's turn my attention now to you, Amanda. I don't know if you have any more comments in the chat, but we have that final call. Let's take the final call instead. Final call via WhatsApp. Good afternoon to you on the air.
Hi, Tim. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you, sir.
Mm-hmm. Do you recall about 8 years ago? I think it was a Wednesday afternoon, blazing hot. When you were asking Hilaire about Jufali's passport, do you recall that afternoon?
Yes, I remember, yes.
Yeah.
I can
And
recall.
do you remember, did you get anything? Did you get anything out of him that afternoon?
No, sir, I didn't.
Right. For me, his conduct that afternoon, when he was not in a powerful position as he is now, defines Hilaire. I believe absolutely nothing he says at all. And it shocked me that the government would think that such a man could be brought forward to explain to the nation one of the most pressing issues of our time. Because based on what we heard this morning, absolutely nothing new was said. Now, in a situation like this, given the structure of any organization, people like Hilaire sit in a sort of a policy-making position. He bears the ultimate responsibility. But below him, he has a CEO, he has a financial controller. And to the extent people are looking for questions about the numbers, then it's either the CEO or the financial controller who's got to answer those questions, not the policymaker. And as soon as you see the policymaker in that particular situation, you know that something is wrong. I have spoken about this before and I will speak again. What we need is a forensic audit from day one of this project up to the closest date we can get. And the forensic audit has to encompass all aspects of the CIP program, not only the so-called administration fees as has been passed through these set of financial statements, but also the monies that we don't know about that goes into directly into Galaxy's account. And it's not only that, we have to understand whether it is equitable in relation to the people of St. Lucia, whether it is equitable that the cabinet of who are effectively the equivalent of a board of directors, can seek to defraud the shareholders, which are we, the people of St. Lucia, to the extent of giving away money far more in excess of what something costs. And these things are the serious matters we've got to talk about. Whenever Hilaire speaks, I imagine I'm sitting outside my house, and I'm looking at a wild thunderstorm out there going on. And I see Hilaire walking towards me. He is soaked from head to toe, lightning all around him. Every other thing out there is wet. And he comes to the door and he knocks on the door. The one question I will not ask Hilaire is it raining out there? Because, we will never get a right answer. I think St. Lucia has got to understand we are dealing with a pathological liar, and he has good reasons for being a pathological liar. And because of the people around him, they all are enabling him. We have to understand they are all liars also. And we have to treat them like such. I would really appreciate it, and I would like to see that people stop referring to these guys as honorable outside the house. In the house, they may call themselves what they want, but outside the house, they are far from honorable because we are yet to see honorable behavior from any one of them. We need a forensic audit, comprehensive as of now. Otherwise, you know what's going to happen? They are going to push this thing as far as they can. They will push it up to the next elections, wherever it is. They will do everything it takes to win the elections. And in the unlikely event that they do, they will say the people knew about all these things. There is our vindication, and they will all walk away with whatever they have. People of St. Lucia, open your eyes and look at this thing very, very seriously. Thanks.
Thank you so much. That's our final caller. Let me turn our attention now to our question of the day. The NewsSpin question of the day reads, what will the CIP annual report contain? What will the CIP annual report contain? And finally, our news of the day. The NewsSpin news of the day reads, Mexican schools have 6 months to ban junk food sales or face heavy fines. Mexican schools have 6 months to ban junk food sales or face heavy fines. Our NewsSpin news of the day, and that's a broadcast. Thank you so much for watching and listening to another edition of the world's most monitored talk show. That's NewsSpin. My name is Timothy Poleon. Goodbye.